we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So it's our last full day in Port-Grémaud today, so we're making the most of it. We're walking the other way along the cycle path towards Sainte Maxime. It's about an hour. We've had a nice shady bit into the sun now, 10 a.m, but it's super hot still. But we're going to head into there, maybe grab a coffee, have a look around and some lunch before heading home.
Hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
We're all done in Port-Grémaud now, time to head north. We're heading up into the Alps, so it should be a bit more of an interesting drive, but we'll certainly miss the sunshine. Let's see what lies ahead today. So we're heading north on the A51, and we're going up to Bourg-d'Oisans or something like that, which is near Alps. It's a campsite near the town, in the valley, by the mountains all the way around, so it should be pretty good. And this autoroute is so far looking lovely, lots of different scenery to what we've seen before, so it's yeah, nice to vary the drive a little bit. Well, that was quite an exhausting drive out the back of Gap up into the mountains, lots of switchbacks and quite steep as well, but we found this park up to stop in for a bit of lunch, park down there, and yeah, we just stopped, fill up, and then it's another hour and a half or so onto the campsite for tonight. That was an absolutely epic drive over the mountains. We did actually hit the top of a mountain pass, I think at 1,830 meters or something like that. I'll check that. Lots of switchbacks, really steep ups and downs. Carlo Ducato did us proud, but we just arrived at our next campsite in Bourg-d'Oisans or something like that. So just trying to find out where it is and where we need to go. I think we're here. So we'll get checked in, find a spot, and I'll show you around. So here's the campsite map, and we have to choose a pitch. We can pick any pitch, so this is going to take forever, I would have thought, but it looks like quite a nice place. It's one way, so, and look at the mountains just above us. That's amazing. Right, let the arguments begin. We're going to choose a pitch and we'll pick you up when we're there. So it rained pretty much all last night, absolutely chucked it down, but luckily we can still see the mountains this morning, which is nice from the sliding door. Just having breakfast now, and then we have got a long day ahead of us, so we're going to do about 6 hours driving north, try and get as far north as we can, hopefully beyond Rheims, or at least somewhere around there to stay overnight, and then tomorrow the final part up to Calais for the shuttle, which is around midday. But yeah, so some breakfast first and then we'll crack on. That was such a long day driving today, over 6 hours. Didn't film any of it because it was just monotonous motorway miles, but once we got out of the mountains anyway, it was super cool up until sort of from where we stayed last night to Lyon. Now we are made it up to Saint Quentin, or Saint Quentin, so we're about just under 2 hours from Calais. There is a air here, pretty cool one, but it's full, but luckily there's a waiting area, so we parked up outside here for the night, which will be fine. Have some dinner. I think we're going to wander into town as well. Have a beer, and yeah, head back to the tunnel tomorrow morning.
So yeah, we are back. We've had a fantastic trip. We really enjoyed getting out and about in the van, even though it's not finished, but we worked really hard in the few days before to kind of make sure that everything that was possible to have in place was in place. So we had the fridge, we made the walls nice, we put a cover up just to make them, to hide the ply, make it a little bit more homely. We got the awning, we had some nice lights and seating outside, and obviously the bed and the seat and everything else was all in place. So yeah, it was as homely and as comfortable as it can be, and gave us a real taste of what it's going to be like once it is finished. The trip itself was fantastic. So we did about 2,000 miles. It was nice to kind of start looking at some free park ups in France, some of the airs and some of the places you can stay. That was a great experience for a first time with our friends as well, so it was a bit of safety in numbers, but we found some really good ones. And we'll definitely be using those again, particularly the ones sort of an hour and a half south of Calais as an initial stopover if we got a tunnel over later in the evening again. That worked out really well. Also, the van did fantastically as a drive. The Ducato was just such a nice drive, plenty of power on the motorways, and then we did, when we went up into the Alps, we were doing some quite decent mountain roads as well, lots of switchbacks and steep ascents and descents, scary at times, but the van did very well despite it being pretty heavy now, particularly with our ceiling, which also maybe squeaked a little bit more than we thought, but it stayed up, it stayed solid, and it's still in place. So yeah, it was a great test for the van, for a little bit of wild camping, just to see how that works and what it's like, and also just to have a getaway and have a holiday in France, which was amazing. So now we're back, we're cracking on with the van build. The final things are in sight now. We need to look at the kitchen, upper cabinets and the water system, and then it's really just more finishing touches. So we hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, something a little bit different from us in terms of vlogging one of our trips, but we hope that you like seeing where we go, what we got up to, what parking spots we found. If you do enjoy it, please give us a comment below and let us know, and we'll do some more. If you have found the video interesting and useful and enjoyed it, then please consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube, or alternatively you can get all the latest, most up-to-date content from us over on Instagram at ourvanplan, and we'll see you in the next video.